Hello folks, Sid Miramontes here with Miramontes Capital, and in this week's program I'd like to cover what rebalancing means to you and your portfolio. Rebalancing typically can be done quarterly, biannually, or annually. And in this case I'm going to give you an example of Mary. Mary has her portfolio invested in 4 different areas. Her money is invested in, 40% of her money is invested in the Standard & Poor's 500, which is a S&P 500. She has 20% of her money invested in real estate, 20% of her money invested in technology, and 20% of her money invested in bonds. And what we see sometimes that investors make mistakes on is sometimes what happens is, in this case, let's say that Mary were to have her S&P 500 investments grow to be 50% of her portfolio. Well, in some cases, because it's growing, we see investors will then take money from one of the areas that's doing the poorest and pull capital out of that area and take a big loss, and then dump it into the area where the prices are the highest. Well, what rebalancing has you do, if you do it systematically, whether we do it quarterly, biannually, or annually, let's say in Mary's case, well, instead of taking the investment that's at a loss and buying something that's the highest price, what rebalancing allows us to do is it systematically takes that profit, let's say every quarter, let's say it grew from 40% to 50% of the portfolio, that S&P 500 investment in Mary's case. Well, it forces us to take that profit that you made, that 10%, and move that 50% of the portfolio back down to 40%, and then take that 10% and put it back into the other areas that are priced a little lower. And if you do that systematically over a long period of time, folks, it forces you to take your profits off the table and put it back into those other areas that are lower cost, because of course you always hear the term going, you always want to buy low and sell high. Well, rebalancing allows you to do that, and you want to make sure that you do that systematically over the rest of your investing career so you'll have success. So if you have any questions on rebalancing, folks, we look forward to your questions or concerns. Thank you for your time.